Thanks for coming to hear the Quird on the Street. Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. I will protect those who cannot protect themselves. I will protect even those I hate, so long as it is right. I will accept that there will be those I cannot protect. I am your ideal host, Vince. And what's he doing over there? I can't quite see over this fence, but it sounds like he's doing something salacious. What? Can you boost me up so that I could see over here? Just boost me up on your shoulders. Yeah. Just oh no. I think he saw me. All right, I'll just settle for looking through this crack in the fence. And oh man, he's just mowing the grass. That's lame. He's your Snoop host, Josh. How are you doing today, Josh?
I'm doing better after listening to that. I don't know how you come up with these. It is a skill that you have that I don't think you appreciate.
I just enough. Write some stuff about people snooping.
Yeah, I know, but this is not an easy task.
Okay, I'll accept that. How you doing? How was your week, Josh?
Take your flowers.
I guess I can do that.
It was consumed by video games and lack of desire to work.
That's what it's all about.
It's only getting progressively worse as the winter weather approaches.
Yeah. Isn't it only less daylight? It's really great. It's really great going to work and coming home from work in the dark.
Yeah, exactly. All kinds of fun.
Speaking of fun.
Yeah.
I would hope so. Huh?
Maybe. Did you know that you could smell feelings of fear or disgust through sweat, and you can experience those same emotions according to a study? Like, you'll be able to smell that, and it can evoke the same emotion as the person that sweat while doing it. Apparently, they conducted a study where they had people watch like heartfelt movies or things that would evoke emotion while they were like riding treadmills or bikes. And apparently there was a distinct difference in the odor of their sweat based on heightened emotion during those times. And there's like a distinguishing thing, and they were able to have people pick up the difference in scent, which I thought was kind of weird, but
this makes sense. At the same time. I mean, this is pheromones.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Just I don't know. Don't really think about it being as deep as it is.
But yeah, that is fun. I like that. I'm gonna bottle it so that I could just go around making people afraid.
Just make yourself super scared while you sweat, and then just go throw it at people.
Not throw it at people, just like use it as like everyday perfume, and then everybody's gonna be a little scared of me, but they're not gonna know why. It's gonna be great. Putting it into action. I don't know.
The world's scariest mailman.
I'll have to change all my tags, damn it.
Every time somebody gets their mail, they're just petrified. They can't figure out. People on your route just start going crazy. They're just scared of everything. You create this mass paranoia.
People are going to be even more scared of opening their bills.
Yeah, they're like, like, I don't know why, but I'm so afraid to go outside and get my mail. Their neighbor stops by and like, I think he delivered the wrong mail to my house. No, it's yours. Keep it.
Have you seen? Are you kind of afraid of that mailman? What mailman? Our mailman has been dead for 20 years. So yeah, let's go ahead and start. We are Quird on the Street. Every week, 28 words come out from the puzzle word game Quirtle. They're generated randomly. We pick one of them each, and we talk about whatever the hell we can based on those words. Our words this week are coming from October 23rd through the 29th. If you want to see what those are, you can find them somewhere. And if you want to pick one of them for yourself, tell us what it came to mind for you. Could hit us up on the hellhole that is currently Twitter, or we have a Discord, which you can find links to in the episode description. So Josh is going first this week. So Josh, what is your word that you picked?
I picked GLADE this week. Yeah.
Best bodies of water.
Made me just... Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I immediately thought of the Glade plug-in commercials. The plug it in, plug it. And I just thought we could have a nice little chat about memorable smells.
Okay.
It could be good or bad based on that.
Yeah, sure.
That tagline for the word choice. I think there's quite a bit of evidence that smells can, be linked to moments in time and certain things they trigger in people. So I thought we could have a nice little discussion about that. Do you have any smells that you can think of off the top of your head that elicit a certain memory for you?
Off the top of my head, no, not really. I'll try to think of one, but for the most part, I feel like I know that they say that like smell is the strongest sense memory or whatever, however you would say that. It's supposed to have the strongest link to sense memory, but I don't really get that. It's a little different for me. I don't know why.
Yeah. I definitely do. A good example of this is there's a Netflix movie called Love Hard. It's got what's that comedian's name?
Jeff
It's
Dunham.
gonna bug me. Why can't I think of his name? Hold on.
Jeff Foxworthy.
No.
Jeff.
No.
Oh yeah,
Jimmy
yeah.
O Yang.
That's what I was gonna say next.
And the girl that plays Elena in Vampire Diaries. Those are like the two
Lena
main
Dobrev.
characters. Yeah. And in the movie, spoiler alert, he makes candles, and the entire like idea behind him starting to make candles is his grandfather. He was really close to him when he passed away, and he wanted to be able to remember him, so he made a candle based on like the smells of him. So it was like Bengay and aftershave and pine tar and like grass clippings and all this stuff that like the scent reminded of him. And then he realizes that like there's a huge market for like men's candles that isn't being met. That actually kind of stuck with me and made me think that there is kind of that. There's not a huge market for candles for guys, at least not like in your everyday store. I'm sure there's a ton of nice artisan candles and stuff online, but definitely not your company targeted towards the male audience in like your Walmarts or anything like that.
It would be nice to be able to get like a manly scented candle that's not like stone, wood, leather. Like why?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's stupid. I always hate the like if you go into Bed Bath and Body Works and go into the men's section, it's literally just that. It's spruce and oak.
Yeah.
And
spruce.
It's
winter green.
It's just rocks and trees. That's it. And animal byproducts.
Yeah. I think for me the only one that like really sticks out is eggnog.
Okay. It's a good smell.
And specifically eggnog with liquor in it, because like my first alcoholic drink that I can remember was my grandfather let me have some of his eggnog and black velvet. So like I can remember picking that cup up and just tipping it back, and that initial smell hitting my nostrils.
Yeah.
Will always, I think, stick with me.
Canadians are... I have this like theory about Canadians. They seem very polite on the surface, but like anytime you learn anything about Canadians, it's just rude, you know? Like Canadian whiskey, it's just rude. I don't know.
Why is it rude?
It's just like not good. To be fair, I haven't had Canadian whiskey like in a while, but like man, Black Velvet, it's just not good. It's like take whiskey and then take the like vanilla notes and stuff out of it. I think probably very wrong here. I'm gonna retract that statement until I try it again.
I've never drank it. I've never drank it straight, so I couldn't tell you. I've only had Black Velvet in eggnog, but that's kind of like the traditional thing. I'll get like a small little thing of Black Velvet and pour some in eggnog to try.
A few years ago, I haven't made it again since, but I made Alton Brown's aged eggnog, and you're able to age it because it's got enough alcohol in it. Because eggnog is really just like raw eggs. It's egg yolks and milk. So like if you put enough liquor in it to get it up to about 17-18%, and then you can just age it and it'll get mellower over time. And that was really good. It had equal amounts rum, bourbon, and cognac, I think, in it. I need to make another batch of that. I only just finished the first batch that I made like last year. But making another batch would be nice.
Yeah, I've had one of my sister's friends makes coquito.
I really want to make coquito.
That's really good. Yeah, that's really good.
I have a pina colada with me.
My friends around here makes it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a pina colada.
Oh, nice little pina. Feel like pina coladas.
And getting lost in the rain. That song's fucked.
And talking on podcasts.
Have you listened to that song as an adult? That song is fucked. You know what it's about? So this dude is like laying in bed next to his wife, and he sees this ad in the paper that says the chorus of the song. And he's like, I'd like that. So he responds to the ad. And he's like, yeah, I like all this stuff. We should meet up so that we can cheat on our spouses together. And then he's there waiting for her to come in. And then his wife comes in. And she's the one that placed the first ad. So it's two people who are trying to cheat on each other who apparently have never talked because they don't know what each other like. And they like the same things. Yeah, perfect.
So they're perfect for each other.
It's a great blueprint for a relationship. The Pina Colada song is. Escape is actually the name of it.
Hey, sounds like sounds like
a typical
time.
I don't know, certain era of relationship. The old ball and chain.
Yep, the old ball and chain. Yeah, I think that's really the only one that I can think of that like really makes me think of a certain time. I mean, obviously there's the normal ones for like pumpkin pie and stuff makes me the smell of Thanksgiving dinner. Like obviously that makes me, that traditional like candy cane, peppermint.
Yeah, I've been
stuff.
Avoiding
makes you think
stuff
of
like that because that's just too.
But those are kind of
too bland,
cliche, normal, bland stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything.
I can.
There's this smell that I don't even know what it is when I smell it, but when I smell it, I think of ants on a log.
Ants on a log,
like the food,
or like
like a bunch of ants just like walking along the log.
I just picture you sitting there like. I wonder where in the world there's a log with ants on it.
No, like ants on a log. I don't know. My mother would make them for me sometimes, and I don't think. Do you have this? I don't know if this is just a me thing or not, but sometimes I get this like. It's not a phantom smell. I smell it like it's like a real smell, but like it's a phantom memory. Where smells will remind me of things that aren't that smell. Like that's as good as my sense memory gets when it comes to smells is like I smell something that's vaguely familiar and I'm like, oh yeah, ants on a log.
Well, yeah, I mean that generally just tends to probably mean that like you smelled that smell when you had ants on the log for like a first time or something. So maybe the smell of ants on the log isn't what did it for you, but some other smell.
I need to make me some ants on a log. Them shits is good.
Yep.
Hey,
they are good.
So this week, I'm just derailing the conversation left and right this week. Let's go. Nicole and I just watched the currently most recent episode of Great British Bake Off. And one of the contestants was like, I'm making this dessert that's like, it's got a layer of like a peanut butter mousse and it's got a layer of like raspberry mousse on top, and the judges were like, ooh, that's so exotic. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's gonna be good. And like Nicole and I, and apparently every other American in the entire fucking world were like, have these people never had peanut butter and jelly? Because they're like,
yeah, they
like,
never
I don't
had
know,
that
peanuts and fruit. I don't think it's gonna work. And we're like, what is happening? How do they live on an entirely different planet than us. Now,
Yeah.
I do kind of get it. I looked it up afterwards. I kind of get it a little bit because, like, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, like, just liter in a vocabulary sense, sends British people for a loop. First of all, sandwiches, I guess, across the board, have butter on them in England. And also, jelly is what they call, like, gelatin, or jello.
Yeah,
Right?
not jam.
Like, our jelly is their jam. So it's like you say peanut
Mhm.
butter and jelly sandwich, and they're like, "Oh man, like Jello,
peanut
Jello
butter and
butter
jello.
with peanut butter." It's like, oh man, but still, like, it was the weirdest thing to learn that, like, Brits don't have peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah. Ugh. I mean, I don't know. It's just how can I feel like you still have to know that it's going to be good
They're
no matter
famous
what.
chefs. Why do they not know?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, how have you not tried that combination
It was like the
already?
silliest thing I'd ever seen on that show. It was like after they like tried to do a Mexican week earlier in the year, and people were roasting them for that too. One of the contestants was like, I'm trying to make some guacamole. And
Guacamole.
it's been a rough season
Love
of
it.
British Bake Off, but
Oh man.
yeah. Okay, get us back on track.
Back on track. I'm trying to think of other smells that would be things that would draw me in or make me think of something. I mean, my mom obviously has a specific like perfume that she's
smell of
always worn.
Elvis.
So that makes the smell of Elvis. Yeah.
Eau de LV.
I think this one's kind of gonna be weird, but like I don't know if you'll even know, like the old smell of like raw iron or like raw, like cast iron or like just old rusted iron makes me think of my dad.
The trap room.
From
Yep.
all the traps. Yeah. So like anytime I get that smell, I could just like picture him sitting at the table, like scrubbing the pans with like a metal brush.
Yeah.
Getting all the stuff off of it so he can read the lettering on the trap pan and stuff. And like, that's what that makes me think of.
Sawdust is probably one for me.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, like going in, like the sawdust reminds me of like the basement, because that's where my father would do his stuff. So,
you know, it's funny that I realized the other day when we started talking about that, like,
what's that?
I mean, we've been friends for, let's see, you moved in second grade, so 20 something years. I've never been in the basement at your parents' house out of all the whole time I've ever been there. I know, it's just surprising. You would think that like, oh, I don't know if I just,
well,
I mean, I know where the door is, but I guess I never really thought about it or even being there.
Like, why?
Like, in my brain, there was no basement.
Why would you go down there? You know, not everybody lives in their basement.
True.
I mean, that's the thing though. Like your parents' house's basement is like so cool because it's literally just like an underground house. Yep, it's just two houses stacked on each other. One's underground.
Trying to explain that to my mom, like that the value of their house is so much more than they think it is because of that. It's never gonna get old. It's like a never winning battle.
It's like 40,000 square feet or something.
It's 3,400 square feet. Man. Between the two floors and
2 kitchens. I find it
2 kitchens, 2 bathrooms, even 6 bedrooms.
Like the value of a second kitchen in a house. That's huge.
Mm-hmm. Huh? And I mean, the fact that they're completely separated,
you could rent it out. Yeah,
like somebody could. Yeah, you literally could just rent it out, and their access point would just be the back door. So I don't know, but. Yeah.
The only thing about that is, would there be a place upstairs for a laundry?
There could be.
Nitpicking. Sorry, didn't mean to derail again.
Yeah. No, I mean that's fine. There definitely could be. So now we'll move on to favorite smells. Do you have any favorite smells?
Cinnamon.
That you thoroughly enjoy?
It's cinnamon.
Yeah,
you love it's cinnamon. Hard to beat cinnamon. Cinnamon's the best flavor. It's the best smell. It's the
best flavor, best smell. Oh yeah, I love like the weird like candles that are the only good ones that they make for men, like leather and amber. Or like, but it's I don't know. I'm torn because I don't know if I really love the smell as much as I love. So the only candles I buy now are the wood wick. There's just something about the flicker that those make and
the crackle,
the sound of them crackling while you're listening, while you're just sitting there. You smell it. It almost reminds. It's like a campfire in your house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would expect that the candle companies like choose a wood that doesn't have a noticeable smell to it, so it doesn't alter the actual scent, you know? So you probably are smelling the actual candle, not just the wick.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you were gonna say.
No, it's the candle itself, but that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if it's the
smell or if it's the
if it's a smell or if that has me like really liking it, or if it's the like the infatuation with the wick.
Feeling that the wick induces.
Obviously, I love fresh cut grass, gasoline.
Yeah, I've become exceedingly indifferent to gasoline. I used to love it, but I don't know, just don't care about it anymore.
I think I used to love more sweet smells, but now I think I like more mild smelling things. As far as like, I don't like going into a bakery and stuff and smelling like super sweet things. Kind of like turns me off.
Bread,
if that makes sense. Like it just doesn't. Yeah, like regular like I love the smell of fresh bread, but like if they're making like cookies or something, I'm not as that's not as appealing to me.
But yeah, that baking bread smell. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Very good one. I think the only exception is, man, I don't know, man. I love the smell of apple pie.
But that's mostly the spices in it. Like you're smelling like allspice.
Yeah, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice.
Nutmeg is good.
Mm-hmm. Nutmeg's so underrated.
Like, makes a pretty great garnish on a lot of drinks too. I made a what was it called? A death flip the other day. It's probably one of the drinks that I'm going to have you try when you come. Although I think it might have chartreuse in it. And I don't know, you don't like that, but it's a Jägermeister drink, and it's a flip. A flip and a nog are essentially the same thing, except a flip has the egg white in it also. So it's a shaken, like frothy drink. And almost any time you have any type of nog or flip or skin, I think is the other type of drink that always gets a nutmeg garnish. And it's just so good. Mm-hmm. Especially like freshly grated nutmeg. The like whole nutmeg is so cheap.
Yeah.
And then you just get a microplane grated over. Lasts fucking forever.
Yeah. It's just something so interesting about watching that too. Like you feel special when you see somebody like break out that tiny little microplane for your drink, and they're just like, just feels so much better. It's weird because but like seeing somebody do that makes the drink taste better for me. You're like, oh man, they really care about this. I don't know. I think we're just at the point in our lives where like craftsmanship matters so much more.
Garnishes and drinks, I'm like coming to realize are like actually important.
Mm-hmm. It's what makes them a lot of the time.
I think really what the turn was for me is when I learned that a twist is like an actual thing. That's something that I just didn't know before starting making cocktails. Like a twist of lemon is not just like a lemon wedge like on the rim, right? It's a peel of lemon. You squeeze the oils over it, rub it on the rim, express the oils. But it makes a huge difference. And the reason that it's an ingredient is because it makes an enormous difference. And even small things like that one drink that I was raving about not that long ago, the spaghetti western, like you can just do a regular orange twist on it. But I like doing a flaming orange twist. You squeeze the oils over a flame and they burn quick. And even that difference between just the orange and the flamed orange is way bigger than you would ever expect.
Yeah, there's a reason people do them. Do all those different things.
It's a reason that it's considered an ingredient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all these little steps that you go to really perfect something.
Yeah,
start to really appreciate them.
Yep. That's kind of why I'm having pina colada tonight. It's not because, to celebrate the first snow of the year or anything. It's because I just happen to have all those stuff that I need for it
You needed to make
in a
it.
long time. Like, it was really hard for me to find like individual cans of pineapple juice for a long time, and I didn't want to buy a whole big thing of it.
Yeah.
So that, and I found like a can of the like original cream of coconut, the Coco Lopez, and it
Oh
all
yeah.
is so good. Makes a huge difference in this drink.
I'm also a much bigger fan of like subtlety
Mhm.
now. I feel like when I was younger, I wanted things to be like bold and in my face, but so I just started. I don't know if I talked to you about this or not, but we might have talked about it last week. But Juvie, this new energy drink
No, I don't think so.
that I ordered. So Nate Shot, one of the esports
Yeah,
godfathers, basically. He started
your
his
man
own energy
crush.
drink company. Yeah, my man crush. He's never steered me wrong. Yeah, he started his own called Juvie, and I ordered a variety case of it, and I'm really enjoying it. It's only got 5 calories, 0 sugar, and the thing I appreciate the most is it only has 127.5 milligrams of
It's a
caffeine.
decent amount.
So it's not like it is, but
Well,
it's less than half of what you're getting when you
yeah,
get like
no,
a Bang or
I mean that in the
something
best
like
possible
that.
way. It's a decent amount. It's a little less than a 12-ounce can of Red Bull.
Yeah. And so what his reasoning is, because obviously he was sponsored, he was like one of the first people sponsored by Red
Hmm.
Bull in the gaming space. He's been sponsored by Monster, Rockstar, like he's had all of the different ones, and he's drank energy drinks forever. And he's like, they're great, but the older you get, he's like, I drink one when I get up, and then by 5 o'clock I need another one. But like, I can't have 600
Yeah.
milligrams of caffeine a day. That's
It
just not
fucks with your
good.
sleep when you have like caffeine after like 6 o'clock too. You're probably like crashing by then, but it's still like fucking with your like clock,
Mm-hmm.
your internal clock, and your body's like, I don't know if this is.
Yep.
You lay down to go to sleep, your body's like, I don't know if this is right. I don't think I'm doing this right.
Yeah, but yeah, these ones are kind of subtle in comparison to most of them. They have like a slight bit of fizz to them, just a little bit of carbonation. They're not like syrupy, which I feel like a lot of the
Yeah.
energy drinks are like so sweet. They almost like syrupy.
Have
Although that ghost one that you did recommend was
yeah,
very
those
good, I
are
will
very
say that.
sweet though. They're good, but they're sweet. Yeah.
They're good, but they are super sweet. Like it was
No-
good, but very, very sweet. These
no
ones are much
sugar,
less
which
sweet.
is funny. There's so many drinks out there that's like there's like no sugar
just-
and it's just all Splenda. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
So
just
I've started looking I've
sugar
started looking
substitutes.
for things that say no sweeteners in them. Like, I don't know if you've tried the
Mhm.
the other energy drink, the True North. You did?
Yeah, I hated
Okay.
it. Yeah, that and Celsius. I didn't
I like me
either
some
one of
Celsius. What kind of Celsius did you try?
them. I want to say it was like tropical something.
Yeah, I haven't really tried the like fruit blend ones they have, the whatever they're called, Vibe. But they're like just straight up flavors are pretty good. They have a mandarin orange one. They have Asian apple, I think, which I really like a lot. So, not here to shill for Celsius, but might have just gotten a bad flavor.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. As I bought it one day when I was at the gas station, I was like, huh, this is intriguing. I've seen this around. Let me try it. And I got it, and I took like 2 sips, and I was like, ugh, I don't like this. And then I left it there, and then I was like, you know what? Let me try this again. And I tried some later. I was like, ugh, I don't like this, and I just dumped it.
The only reason I really don't like Celsius is because they put on the cans like burns fat, helps promote weight loss, and then in asterisks it's like when in conjunction with physical physical activity and
Physical
diet or whatever. It's like, oh, so if you do it while you're doing other stuff to lose weight, you'll also lose weight. Cool. It won't stop you from losing weight. Got it.
Peach Vibe. That was the one I had.
Those Vibe ones.
It's like the like the Miami theme.
I don't think those ones look very good. There's like that one. There's blue tropical vibe.
Vibe, Arctic vibe.
I don't think those ones actually look very good.
Yeah.
Try it if you care to. I'm not going to try to push you to, but like the plain flavors, the orange and especially that Asian apple or whatever it's called are pretty good. But
I think I liked those ones better than I liked the True North ones. Though.
yeah, that's surprising. I don't know. I really liked the True North. Well, there was one of the True North that I didn't like. Can't remember what it was though. Maybe the cucumber lime.
Yeah, that was no, that wasn't the one I had. I got watermelon mist.
Watermelon mint.
No, mist.
Oh, really?
That's what it says on the thing. Yeah, was not a fan. It tasted like a watermelon White Claw with a little like a little bit sweeter with no alcohol. It just wasn't great.
Yeah,
I just was not a fan.
I was just talking to Nicole about this. She was saying watermelon flavored stuff almost never tastes good.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
you're right. I mean, the only like thing I think that like I really like, and it's like obviously super fake watermelon, but like watermelon blood pops.
Yeah.
I always love those. But like anything else, watermelon, I'm not really. Well, watermelon Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah, it's true.
I like those too. But like past that though, like there's nothing else that I had that I'm like, you know what, this would be better if it was watermelon flavored.
Yeah, I'm racking my brain to think of any watermelon flavored stuff that isn't candy that is good.
Yeah,
but I don't think there is one.
Well, it's weird to think about because like watermelon just is not a super pungent flavor to begin with. Like a real watermelon is kind of dull and diluted. It's refreshing because it's mostly water, but it's not like super flavorful. Some watermelon though.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What do you have any least favorite smells? Do you just like poop?
I don't know. I mean,
just. I
mean,
just
yeah.
Poop sucks.
Isn't there like obvious answers to this? It's like dookie. It's like garbage. It's like, you know, all the nasty stuff.
I don't know. Is there better phrasing? Are there any smells that you dislike that most people like?
Okay.
Or other people like?
I dislike the smell of Bath and Body Works as an entity.
That's really funny.
You know what I mean?
That's like, hilarious.
You walk into a Bath
exactly
and Body Works and your senses are assaulted. Somehow you're smelling with your eyes, and it's just.
See, there's these reasons that aren't spoke about, and that's why we're friends, because mine isn't Bath and Body Works, but it's very close, and it's my least favorite smell, and it's walking by fucking Hollister in the mall. And we don't even have to go in the store. You walk by it outside, and there's just like this. I just picture like one of those like stink hands in the cartoon, like the wave of smell that turns into a hand that just comes out and just bitch slaps you across the face as you walk by. Ugh.
Is there
I can't stand.
Is there still an open Hollister in Sangertown Mall? Okay.
No.
I was gonna say I haven't seen an open Hollister in years.
Not that I know of. I don't think so.
Yeah.
There's not much in Sangertown
I know,
Mall,
right?
To be honest with you.
Probably more than other malls though. We went to some mall in Ohio. Maybe it was like in Cincinnati or something like that. And there was a whole wing of the mall that was just abandoned. It was the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Like it was like literally every single store. It was one year we went with, we always go with Nicole's brother and one of his friends. We went with one of his friends. He needed a haircut while we were on vacation for some reason. So we found this barbershop. He went there. It was in a mall. It was in like a corner spot. And he goes in and we're like, let's just keep walking the mall. And we walk past and we turn the corner and nothing. Like all the way down the whole wing that we just turned into. No stores. Food court. Empty. It was the weirdest thing.
I'm wrong. It is still there. I just looked up the directory.
Cannot get enough of Hollister. Still there.
Shows you how long it's been since I've been to the mall. Ugh. I do love the smell of. That's actually another thing I think that reminds me of something that I just happened to look over and see the pictures of your desk in the Discord. Like shellac or something immediately reminds me of tech class
Shellac
in high
is
school.
very distinctive. I can't
Yeah.
believe sort of like doing experiments, like using different finishes on different projects and stuff. I can't believe that he had us use shellac. Like it is so pungent. It's hard to work with. It's sticky. It sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like,
I remember doing what the box
yeah.
that we made and putting shellac all over that. It's like you pick it
Yep.
up and just like sticks to your hand for a second.
I just
You're like,
found
"Ugh."
I just found mine not that long ago. And I have this romantic idea that I'm gonna like take those shop projects and like fix them up and make them look nice. I'm probably never going to, but yeah, there's just shellac on that, and there's so much on it, and I'm like, why was he not coming around and being like, hey kid, that's too much shellac you got on there?
You know, those boxes look like those DIY like tables that people make where they put the the bottle caps down and then they pour the acrylic over the top. Like that's how much shellac was on them. It looked like it was acrylic over the top of the wood.
Painted it on.
Yeah.
Shellac sucks though.
What a good time. I have not used it since, but that's definitely what it reminds me of. That and just reminds me of every time somebody would use the bandsaw and don't careful kid, don't cut your finger off. No, nobody cut their finger off that I can remember, but who did?
What was his name? The teacher. Yeah, Mr. C cut.
Oh, Mr. C.
He cut the tip of his finger off. I don't know. It was like a big deal. That. He actually cut himself on the bandsaw. Pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Man, well, I bet you would love to have that shop class in your. I
think I essentially do. I wish the only thing that I need is a bandsaw. I think if I have when I get a bandsaw, like that's going to be basically the last thing that I need to.
You already have a jigsaw.
Yeah, but jigsaws fucking suck. Jigsaw's like the last resort, and you kind of need other stuff to go along with them to make them really useful. Like you can cut holes out of things with a jigsaw, but you're never going to get an actual circle unless you sand the inside of it. And in order to do that, you need a spindle sander. So it's like, what's the point? And like a bandsaw is going to do any job that you can do with a jigsaw way better. So,
True.
That's what I need. I need a bandsaw for a bunch of things. I've been wanting one of those for a while, but need that planer first.
I know.
Saving up for it.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
It'll be the most expensive thing that I've bought for it. My shop, including my table saw. My table saw will be cheaper than the planer that I'm about to get.
Are you gonna get it pretty soon?
Hopefully after Christmas. I'm just waiting for people to give me. I just asked for Lowe's gift cards from every single person. Just give me gift cards to Lowe's, please, so that I can not have any excuse to not use them on a planer. Because if if people just give me cash, I'm gonna feel bad using it on something else. You know,
you're not even gonna do. It's not even about feeling bad. You're just gonna.
I could use it on something else though.
It's just
yeah.
Well, I think that about does it for me. That was the extent of my thought process, but I thought it would be a nice little, not so deep of a concept that like the last few ones we've talked about.
What do you have a loose end?
Yeah, I guess. I'm really interested in seeing this new Black Panther movie.
I saw it today. Yeah,
you did see it. Everything I'm seeing looks really good, and I do want to go see it. So, that's really the only thing I have to talk about. Is I'm planning on hopefully going to see it this weekend. That shit looks really good.
It looks really good. It like visually looks better than some of the more recent Marvel movies, like Black Widow.
Oh, that's good.
Black Widow was didn't look very good, but Wakanda Forever was pretty good. Very heartfelt most of the time, and
I'm sure it's a good
it
tribute.
Definitely was.
So that's half the reason I want to see it. Is I know they'll do that justice.
Interestingly, there's like a lot of silence in it, which I kind of appreciated. A lot of the Marvel movies are just sort of like a lot, just noise all the time, people yelling or explosions or what have you. But there was like a lot of like nice long like pauses. They really gave this movie space in the way that they didn't give Thor, Love and Thunder, you know?
Yeah, the more time I separate myself from watching that movie to thinking about it, the less I like that.
I'm about the same on it, but I don't know. I accept it for its shortcomings. I am a little disappointed that people aren't asking for the Waikiki cut, but
my biggest thing with that is like it wasn't a waste of time. Like I don't regret watching it. I don't think it's a bad movie. It's just it just pales in comparison to the other Marvel
and
movies.
Extremely minor spoiler, but another Marvel movie where they just did not acknowledge the events from Eternals. Just there's a giant rock hand in the ocean. Nobody's talking about it, really. But anyway.
Yep.
Like I said, extremely minor.
that story only exists when they need filler to make money while they're working on other movies.
That was one of my.
That's literally what the Eternals was. I love the Eternals.
It was better than it had any right to be, and they just are ignoring it.
Yeah. Yep. Because it's not popular enough for people to care. So, like, if the general populace doesn't care about it, they don't care about it because they just want money.
Yeah, this phase of Marvel's kind of lackluster. I'm getting a little.
Yeah, I am excited for Deadpool 3. I think that'll be good. That'll be coming out in 2023. I think
part of the MCU though.
Yeah, it's Deadpool and it has Wolverine in it.
It's not going to be connected to these other movies because those are two.
It was. I think it was part of the phase that they released, if I remember seeing it correctly.
We'll see. I'd like them to fold.
I don't know how they'll intertwine them.
Deadpool in, but I don't think they have the rights. I think Sony still has the rights to X-Men. Yep. Yeah.
What a waste.
Okay, I guess it's my turn, huh? All right.
Indeed. What did you come up with this week?
My choice of word is mauve.
So like the things that fly around lights that really like those at night?
Lamps.
Do you really love lamp, or are you just saying things that you see around the room and saying you love them?
That's the voice that I hear moths speaking is vaguely Hulk Hogan-esque.
Yeah. Pirate Hulk Hogan.
I love lamps, brother. That's moths to me. That's how moths sound.
I love lamps, brother.
Yep.
The moth just has this peg leg, and it's ripping its shirt off as it comes.
Mothmania is coming for you, brother. Okay, no, mauve. Mauve. It's a color I can never remember. It's like a sort of purple, right? Mauve.
Yeah, it's like a lighter purple, kind of like a lilac-ish.
Mauve is a name for a color. Fuck it. And then it got me thinking, like, color names are stupid, and especially paint color names. So that's what we're doing. We're playing a game, playing a 2 truths and a lie about paint colors.
Did you find this, or did you make up a game?
I looked up like funny or weird paint color names, and then I made up.
Just became Tim.
Yeah,
a little bit of both.
Some column A, some column B. Porque no los dos. So yeah, I have. What do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 rounds here. All right. And this is 2 truths and a lie. I have picked out 2 paint color names, and I have made one up in each round. And it's your job to figure out which one I made up. Are you ready? Okay.
I'm ready. So I'm picking whichever one I think is,
the lie.
Is fake.
Okay. Let's jump right in. Okay. We got round 1.
Round 1, fight.
Dead Salmon, Snugglepuss, and Dawn Breaks. One of these is a lie. Yeah,
damn,
man.
That's difficult.
Believe me, some of these names are whack. Some of the ones that I made up are better and don't exist.
I'm just gonna go with Snugglepuss as the lie. No?
Dawn Breaks is a lie. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to say that one because it's the one that sounded the most normal, but I was like, no, it can't be. They're not going to call it Snugglepuss. Who the fuck names a paint color Snugglepuss? Salmon?
That's the one that really gets me. Okay. And then I sort of was looking through this list that I found and realized that I could come up with like themed rounds. So This is the first of the themed rounds that I made. This one is it's like I guess it's Los Angeles themed. All right. So 3 colors. Hollywood Lights. California Hazy. That is California hazy. And Silver Lake Dad.
What was the first one again?
Hollywood Lights.
I'm gonna say that's the lie.
Correct.
Yeah, that one didn't elicit thought of any color specifically for me.
What color do you think Silver Lake Dads are?
I would say it's probably like a lightish silver blue.
Absolutely perfect. Yep, you got that one. Yeah. Okay, 1 for 1. Ready? This one is the breath round. We have elephant's breath, mole's breath, dog's breath. So what color do you think moles, elephants, and dogs' breaths are?
Mole, right? Yep. You said MOLE, like a mole. I'm gonna say mole's breath is a lie.
Yeah, it's dog's breath.
Oh, really? That was my gut instinct, but I was like, no, I could see that.
Okay.
I'm like,
all right. Next up, we have just colors. We have kind of purple, very green, and until we meet again.
Yeah, I love that one. Good. It reminds. I picture that being the only color in Jovis's house. Just dad joke teal.
Very green. Until we meet again. Kind of purple.
Very green.
No.
Did you make up until we meet again?
Kind of purple.
Damn.
Yeah. Very green is definitely very green. That's a Benjamin Moore color. And actually, until we meet again is also Benjamin Moore. Let me tell you where to find these paints. I'll plug them all. This week sponsored to you by paint companies. Snugglepuss. Oh, also Benjamin Moore. Man, someone at Benjamin Moore is having a lot of fun.
I just pictured the Mitch Hedberg skit. It's like, we need to hire a paint namer.
Blah, blah,
all right.
Blah.
What's this paint color called? That one looks like elephant breath. I'm going on break.
Dead Salmon is by a paint company called Faro and Ball. So they actually make quite a few appearances on this list also. Okay, next. Well, no, wait. I was going to go through whatever. I'll just link them all at the end. I'll just link this list at the end. So the next round, we have this one's song themed is what this is. Yes.
Song themed, you say?
We have In Your Eyes, Careless Whisper, and The Middle. These are all very popular songs. That's middle. Correct.
Yeah. The other two made sense to me. The middle didn't make sense as a color.
I'm trying to find In Your Eyes.
What? Wait, what? In your eyes, I picture as like a deep brown for some reason. I don't know why, but that's what I thought of.
No, it's like a very light blue-gray. Almost white. Also Benjamin Moore. So, man.
I don't know. Careless Whisper kind of reminds me of like
saxophone solo.
Would make me think of like it makes me think of like a bone white, kind of like cream almost. Like it's just like a wisp of color. It's kind of what it makes me think of.
It's like a pink white. I would say it's in the white family, but it's pink.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move. I've lost count of your rights and wrongs. You're 2 and 2.
I'm 2 and 2.
Keeping up.
I've gotten first one wrong, second one right, third one wrong, fourth one right.
Keep up the pattern. Let's go. Search Party, Spill the Wine, and Reaching Out.
Search Party, Spill the Wine, and Reaching Out.
I'm also trying real hard not to I have them all written out the same way, so I'm trying to read them out of order every time. It's harder than you would expect it to be.
Repeat those ones again.
It is Spill the Wine, Reaching Out, Search Party.
That's
Reaching
correct. Is search party like
it's
a
like
red?
a gray. It's
No.
like a very gray.
Spill the
It's
wine like an off
almost
red,
purple.
like a pale red.
It's like that one actually.
Yeah.
Out of all the ones that I've picked so far, I think that one makes the most sense. It's like the color of dried red wine.
Yeah. Like the you spill it on like the off-white carpet and it dries.
Yeah, it's
yeah. So immediately what I thought of when you said it, and I was like,
it's like a maroon but more purple, if that makes sense. Yeah, because maroon's kind of like brown.
You know what's crazy though is like I feel like they named these with people like me in mind, and I feel like I think way more about color than most people. So I'm like, how do you expect the average person to think about them?
I didn't pick this one. Like, this one's not in any of them, so I'm not giving anything away. Let's see if you can get this one. What color is Disco Nap?
Yep. Disco Nap.
Okay. See how good you are.
Let's see.
Some of these are fun.
That one's tough because I feel like I could go two different ways. It could either be a dark, like a deep purple, or like a stone gray. I feel like those would be my two guesses for it.
Neither.
Nope.
It's like now we're just playing hues and cues. What type of yellow is this?
I could just hold on.
It's like a very pale yellow. Some of my favorite ones in here are like Hyperlink. That one works. I didn't put that one in because it was too obvious that it's real. It's like the color hyperlink blue color. Yeah. Whatever. Okay.
Name one Click, and it's the color. It's the
from the remote from Click.
Fucking like no. Like when you click a hyperlink, you know how it changes to like that, like off red
or
purple.
Name it.
When they've already been to the link. Yeah.
Okay. Let's. We got 2 more rounds. Let's finish this up here. Okay, this one is location based. All right. We have what order am I doing these in? Okay. We got Daytona Peach, West Coast Ghost, and Chesapeake Sundae. That's sundae like ice cream, like an ice cream sundae.
Yeah. That one's difficult because I feel like they could all work. What was the middle one?
West Coast Ghost. Nope.
Yeah, I'm going with that one.
That one's real.
Nope.
It's a very pleasant white. No, the one that I made up is Chesapeake Sundae.
Yeah,
yeah,
I can picture that one. Yeah, to me that Chesapeake Sundae would be like an amber brown, like muted amber brown,
like beige.
So like it's got that like.
Okay.
No, more of like how can I describe it? So take like a normal brown and mix red with it.
All right.
Right. So you get like a deeper kind of like leather color, and then mix white with that, like 2 to 1. 2 parts the brownish red, 1 part white.
Oh, okay.
That's what I picture of that.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right. Last one. This one is room themed. All right. We have Parlor Blonde, Conservatory Glass, and Sulking Room Pink. Yeah, someone has a lot of fun coming up with these names.
Yeah. I'm going to need you to repeat them again so I can think about them.
Parlor Blonde, Conservatory Glass, and Sulking Room Pink.
See, like, again, like, they all could be something. But I'm going to go with the Conservatory Glass, even though I think that's probably one. That one makes the least sense to me.
That is a real one. Made by Martin Sinor Paints. You want to go ahead and guess which of the other 2? Sulking Room Pink or Parlor Blonde? Yeah.
Parlor Blonde.
Yeah. Parlor Blonde.
Yeah.
I did.
Did you make that one up?
I did.
Yeah. That also could be why it seems realistic, because I feel like that's a pretty good name. Like, that could definitely be.
So you were keeping track. Did you break even? Damn.
Yes.
Oh, what was it, 5-3?
I believe so. Well, just recap them and I'll tell you. No, I think it was 4-4.
The first round was Snugglepuss, Dead Salmon, and Dawn Breaks I made up.
I lost that
Yep.
one.
Then we
So
had
0-1.
Silver Lake Dad, California, Hazy, and Hollywood Lights.
Yep. 1-1.
Mole's Breath, Elephant's Breath, and Dog's Breath. That was
1-2.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind. Until We Meet Again. Very green and kind of purple.
1-3, actually.
Okay. We had Careless Whispers, In Your Eyes, and The Middle. You got that one.
2-3.
Search Party, Spill the Wine, and Reaching Out.
2-4. No,
Okay.
I think I only got
Daytona Peach, West Coast Ghost, and Chesapeake Sunday. You got that one wrong.
Yeah, that's 2-5. Damn,
I
why did
thought
I
you
feel
did
like I got
too.
more than that right?
And then we had Sulking Room Pink, Conservatory Glass, and Parlor Blonde.
No, I'm 2 for 6 apparently.
That's so good.
2 and 6. Why did it feel like there
I don't
was
know, it
more
did
that I
feel
got
like
more
that,
than that
didn't
right?
No, you didn't get.
That was interesting.
Oh, yeah, I guess you did. You picked Hollywood Lights in the middle. No, you picked Reaching Out too. That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so 3 and 5.
Yep. 3 and 5.
Yep.
I win.
you win. You
That
stumped
was a
me.
game that I made up. I'm posting the link to the list that I used in there. Some of these are good.
Yeah.
Nacho cheese is one of them.
You know what I was thinking about the whole time we were doing this is obviously the game that we played at your house, Hughes and Q's. That needs to be available online.
I would be amazed if someone didn't make it in Tabletop Simulator, but I don't think you can because you have to be seeing the same exact color, and you can't count on 2 people's displays being the same color.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Especially imagine someone playing on a IPS panel and someone's playing on a TN panel. Every color is going to look more green to the second person.
Yeah, it would just be so fun. I want to play that game again. I had so much fun playing it.
It's a good game. Let me see if someone's made this. Hughes and Q's.
I actually might buy it.
It's a really good game just for like family game nights. It's really easy for people to get. Looks like someone did make an mod in Tabletop Simulator for it.
Yeah.
But I'm just not sure how well it would work when you can't be sure that you're seeing the same exact thing.
I thought about you yesterday because I want a rolling island for here.
Okay.
Right. I almost bought one on Amazon, and I was like, Vinny will disapprove. It's probably not good.
One. Yeah.
You have one?
Yeah.
But your bar cart? Yeah.
I mean, they're fine.
This is the one I'm looking at.
I wonder if we could find the one that I actually got. Oh, this looks fine. It's got a little extension off the back too that you could pull up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yep. These things are fine.
That's specifically why I wanted it, because then I could close it down and roll it up against the wall when I don't need it. But then, roll it out and have the extra counter space when I wanted it.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't know. Not like I try to not be a snob.
I know, but after seeing your desk and how nice that looks, I'm like, oh,
my desk is not so much like nicer snobby. Than it is. I literally just got legs and bolted them to a butcher's block.
Well, I know, but it does it just looks nice. I mean,
well, I did paint the legs, which it was the first time that I had actually spray painted something, and they I almost fucked them up real bad, but I brought them back. They look fine.
Hell yeah.
Okay. That's really all I had. I expected it to take a little longer, but hey, you get what you get. You get what you pay for.
Hey. Yeah, I don't pay for anything.
You get nothing.
So, yeah, perfect.
I do have a loose end, though. I do. It
What is
it? Related to my intro. It is Brandon Sanderson.
Okay.
A new book came out today as we're recording.
Mm-hmm.
Of his, and I've been listening to it, and it's very good, and I would implore anybody listening to this, if you like fantasy novels, please read them or listen to them and I don't know, engage with me about it. I'm like dying a lonely death over here just reading these books on my own. I can't get anybody to read a single word of them. Why won't you read these 1,000-page books? I
could never.
Yeah. I mean, look, these books are long, and you know the reason. You know how I found him, like as an author, and got into him. I signed up for one of those free Audible trials where you get one free audiobook.
Yeah,
and I was like, wow, signed up for this trial. Got to get my money's worth out of it. So I just sorted sci-fi fantasy books by the longest ones, and then picked the longest one that had the highest rating. And that was how I found them. And then the books have gotten longer since then. I was like, this is 60 hours worth of content. All right, I'll go ahead and listen to it. And then
you'll be reading forever.
I got fucking hooked. I do listen to them though. I'm a very slow reader, and it's hard for me to actually read. So while I have started collecting the physical copies of his books, I still just listen to them. So
yeah,
I don't know. Please, someone out there just screaming into the void. Please, somebody talk to me personally.
You know, this is how you know friendship, by the way. I follow him on all social media platforms so that when I see that he puts up a copy of a leather-bound one that's signed, I can immediately buy it so you can finally get one.
That's interesting. That is interesting. You know, he just has
better
a
at that stuff than you.
That he puts them up for sale on.
I know, but he'll announce that they're for sale on there.
Yeah.
Just like I see him all the time saying he's stopped at a Barnes & Noble in this city and he'll sign a couple hundred books and just leave them there.
So fucking many books. You know who John Green is? John and Hank Green? I actually saw a TikTok by Hank Green that was he was talking about Brandon Sanderson signing books because he has a very distinct signature. And he was like, I have the sneaking suspicion that my brother, John Green, The Fault in Our Stars, so on and so forth, has signed the most number of books, novels, than anyone else on the planet. But this dude could probably give him a run for his money. And every time they do a run of signed books, they do a run of 10,000. He does 10-year anniversary releases. That's what the leatherbounds are. They're 10-year anniversary releases. And on the launch, he does a Kickstarter every year, or every time. He'll do a Kickstarter next year for the Words of Radiance book, and he'll sign about 50,000 copies. It's absolutely absurd. He does live streams every so often, every month or every fortnight or something like that. And he will just be signing books for hours on end. He does a podcast weekly with one of his author friends. He does it so that he does the podcast so that he could talk while he signs books, so he could double use his time. He is a fucking machine, man. And I can't believe it. He had this book come out this year. I think he had 3 books come out this year. He will have 5 books come out next year because he accidentally wrote 5 novels during COVID. Just accidentally, on top of all the stuff that he was contractually obligated to do. How's that happen? I don't know.
I could never.
Yeah.
I could never. So much creativity flowing insane in that one.
But yeah, that was my loose end. Branderson Sanderson.
It was good.
Yeah.
Branderson Sanderson.
Variations on his name. One of the most popular ones is Brando Sando, but I like Branderson Sanderson. But that's it. That's all I got. Anything else you got going on? Want to say? Want to get off your chest? Want to confess?
Yeah. Play New World, people. Come play New World.
We're both just begging.
I need more friends that play it.
How is the community in that game? Are you able to just find a group in game? Okay.
Yeah. They added the group finder, super good. You're able to set groups for doing dungeons and stuff, and it's nice because you can literally tell people what you're looking for. So you can put in what your role is, and what roles are available. You can set a minimum level that you want people to be. You can set a minimum gear score that you want people to be, and you can write a little description. So like it takes away the people getting pissed because the person doesn't know what they're doing. Okay, because they just put up a group and the person accepts it because they want to do it. Like that's how a lot of them are, and whereas this one kind of alleviates that. But yeah, there's tons of stuff going on. There's lots of like world stuff going on. The recruitment, the chats are split up well. There's like trade chat, recruitment chat, global chat, faction chat, company chat, all that.
Cool.
It's split up well.
Nice. Well,
I'm in the doing mutated dungeons now, which is kind of like their version of fractals almost. Except it's based off of the regular expeditions. So you each week two of the dungeons are mutated, and the mutated dungeons have 10 different levels increasing in difficulty, and they'll have like 3 random mutations. So like this last week, it was all of the enemies had ice damage, like a severe amount of ice damage, and then like that's 1 through 3, and then when you get to 4, it adds another one, and then when you get to 7, or you get to 8, technically, when you do the 8th one, it's another one.
Nice.
Goes up in difficulty. So I've been doing those, and it's been fun.
Did you see NC Soft's new game reveal?
I did not.
It is, I don't know if this is a working title. Yeah, I guess it's a working title. Project LLL. It is a history blending sci-fi shooter, is how GameSpot writes about it. It's a third-person MMO, third-person shooter MMO. Yeah, open world shooter. It's like Destiny.
That's interesting. That could be good.
It does look interesting. Nicole was reading about it, and it does sound pretty cool. It's especially like it looks like classically sci-fi inspired, which will be cool.
Yeah. So the New World, like a good portion of their team is old ArenaNet devs, and then also like one of the senior developers, Game Dev Cardo, he was heavily involved in H1Z1 at the beginning.
Very cool.
So like that's probably part of the reason I like it, because those are both games that I thoroughly enjoyed, and the people that made both of them, this is their brainchild. So but yeah,
that'll do it for
me this week.
Now let's go get into Halo Forge.
Oh yeah, it's out.
Is it for Infinite?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know about that. So. I was talking about Reach, because I started working on that map, that unfinished map. So
gotcha.
Anyway,
well,
bye-bye. Thank you and congratulations for making it to the end of this episode of Quord on the Street. We have been your hosts, Vince and Josh. You can find us on our socials. You can find us on Twitter at Quord on the Street, QUORD on the ST. If you're listening to us on YouTube /Quord on the Street, go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And wherever you're listening to us, whether it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you can leave a review, please leave us a review. If you tell us what we can do worse, I promise I will read it on the podcast, unless it's just too mean.
If you have any need to contact us in a longer format, you can email us at quordonthestreet@gmail.com, or you can visit us on our website, quordonthestreet.xyz. Feel free to leave us a voice message on there. If you want to reach out to us individually, you can get a hold of us at our personal Twitters. Mine is @I'mScuzzy, IMSKUZZEY.
And I am at V_C, spell out the underscore. We would finally like to acknowledge the people that made this podcast happen. Josh Wardle, who is the original creator of Wordle.
And Freddie Meyer, the creator of Quordle, who you can find on Twitter @Quordle.
And with that, we will just ask you, as always, to
get the Quord out.